course, Introduction to Humanities, we have defined culture as a whole and distinctive way of life of a certain group of people. Stuart Hall's proposition of the cultural theory says that two people who belong to the same culture will interpret the world in roughly the same ways. In this way, they can express their thoughts, themselves, and their feelings of the world in ways that could be understood by one another. There are cultural products that exist in ways that are both tangible and intangible. In a more tangible sense, cultural texts are anything that is produced by a particular culture. Cultural texts could include paintings, songs, poetry, and what have you. Depending on the positionality of the subject perceiving the cultural text, it may be seen as a piece of art, but it also may not. This is dependent on their assumptions of art, which is what they have decided a work of art should entail, and the value that they declare the piece to have. This act of classifying certain cultural products as art and other cultural products as not art is a concept of aesthetic significance, which is contingent upon the beholder of the text. Due to this phenomenon, what is at stake with the classification of cultural texts is the cultivation of controversy, as a piece may be interpreted in an alternative way amongst another culture. So in a sense, one culture could declare a piece to be art, while an opposing culture could say that it's not art. And if there is a subjective classification amongst this work of art, it could cause a conflict between those two cultures. With art being something that is interpreted differently in different places and times is a subjective matter, and being so, giving an objective classification to a piece, deeming it to be art or not art, could propose an